Show.
Jack, did you already say what day it is?
No, I have not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Wednesday, August 16th, 2006.
Yay! All right, today on the big show, we're very excited about today because Bobby Badfingers is going to play Request.
You know what's funny?
He snaps the hits.
Can I be really honest?
Yeah.
When I walked in this morning, Jack thinks he's has one on me and goes, "How did we get stuck with Bobby Badfingers?"
thought
I'm
it was
excited about him.
Okay.
And I say, I don't know. I said the same thing to Sugarman, and she goes, "Oh my God, Jamie wants some."
I did.
And I
Okay,
was like,
here's
"Oh."
what Jamie doesn't know.
Why?
We had more history with Bobby Badfingers. Bobby used to call Stench a lot, and we used to
Yeah.
actually prank phone call him because he was kind of fun to bother. He's fun, Bobby.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Bobby's
You're telling me
he's
something.
serious about being the snapping
He's
guy.
serious
I know he
about
is.
being
That's
Bobby.
funny.
And he
Yes.
seriously wants to be on the show all the time.
Well, he seriously is today.
Today he is.
Today he is.
Well, I'm.
And tomorrow it'll be Stench's problem.
Oh, because then he continues to want. Oh, is that the problem?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
funny. But it makes me
He
laugh.
wants a
doesn't-
recurring role.
He doesn't call me. It just makes me laugh for
Oh,
Stench.
and he calls
Whoa,
you?
I'm going to give him your number today.
Well, we'll just tell him not to call.
Oh, and
No,
by the way,
he's I think he's really good. He
He
has
is
something to
good.
look
Oh,
at.
he's
and
great
go,
at it.
"Oh
By the
my
way, if you don't
God."
know who he is, he snaps. That's all he does is he snaps.
and we knew him
But-
before he was huge.
We
Yeah.
did, and he snaps like hits.
And he's a little gullible. Because we called him with those Dr. Phil sound effects, and he thought he was talking to Dr. Phil one day.
Oh, yeah.
No
We did-
joke.
We did do that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I know a person he was sitting with when we prank called him, just coinkadinkly,
Uh-huh.
and they said, "Hey," he handed me the phone and said, "Dude, Dr. Phil's on my phone."
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, see, but that's funny.
It is funny for us.
But
is funny.
he still doesn't know Dr. Phil didn't call him.
I think by now, I think we had actually spoke
And-
with him after that.
and,
Okay.
and by the way, and I know stuff
because
about
I'd
him
like
too.
to ask him about his Dr. Phil
Right.
call.
Oh,
He used to own an RV dealership, right?
Okay, by the way, which was a family business for years and years, and he sold it to pursue his dream of snapping. I do know that about him.
Well, he's coming in today.
Yay,
I'm sorry, I
Bobby
didn't know you guys
Badfingers.
didn't want him.
Oh,
No, we don't care.
It's not
It's
even
just
that.
funny.
It's just kind of like
Yeah, but he's gonna. I remember we were gonna take him on the road, and he was gonna entertain the masses.
He
like
played
yeah.
at my wedding, remember?
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was great.
Well, he's got a routine to his dancing too. He stomps around a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be here
Oh,
today.
hold
I'm very excited.
And he tried to hook up with your friend's sister-in-law.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
kind of.
and they ended up at a hotel all night. Remember that?
What?
Yep.
It's a long story.
Oh,
We have history with
she
Bobby.
was drinking.
Oh yeah, they were
Oh.
both drunk because your friend was there too, and they were. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
they're really latching on to Bobby.
Yeah, we're
oh,
like, what's
no.
wrong with this picture? Yeah.
Oh,
Well, she was going through a divorce,
okay, good.
and he showed her snappy attention.
Yes, he did.
And so, you know, when you're going through a divorce and a man shows you attention,
Especially an
yeah.
entertainer.
yeah,
Right.
he's in showbiz.
right, and you're drinking, and it happened to my girlfriend the other day, too. We were out, and she's going through a divorce, and there was this short little Italian guy, and his shirt was unbuttoned to his belly button, and he had gold chains everywhere, and she ended up making out with him, and she crawls over to me, and she says, "Is this wrong?"
Oh.
It was
What
at
do you say?
it was at Alina's birthday.
What do
you
you
say,
say?
yes?
Because she's going through a
I
divorce.
said
Maybe
no.
she needs it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let her
said
do
no.
it.
No?
I said
Yeah,
no. Go
I'm with her.
ahead.
You should said he's a
And then
hairy
she,
little Italian.
I know, but I didn't tell her because her perception was so off that I couldn't tell her. And then she crawled over a minute later, and she's like, "Technically, I'm still married." And I'm like, "It's okay, go.
You're getting
have
divorced.
fun."
Enjoy
if the
yourself.
paperwork's filed, it's as good as done.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun.
I'm with you. Let her have that. A little
Right.
sea-bound romance.
Yeah,
whatever
I
that's called.
mean, but the bad part is the next day they got the photos, and she realized what she was macking out with.
It was a learning lesson.
Yeah. Sometimes if you're really an ugly guy, you should go after new divorcees or women getting divorces.
I think that's a great
Oh.
call.
You can get out of your league.
We should
Yeah.
have a recently divorced party.
Yeah.
You know?
We should have every category party.
Or one big party with subgroups.
Yeah,
Oh.
nice,
To
Jack.
get it all out of the way.
I like what you've done there. All right, anyway, so Bobby Badfingers is on today, and Jody Fisher from
Jolie.
Death. Huh?
Jolie.
Till death.
Why do you write Jody?
Jolie.
It's in the E and the L blend.
There's no E.
Joely.
Yeah, there is on her, the way she spells
She
it. Like
spells it-
Joel.
Yeah, Jolie.
I have a best friend named Jolie, and she spelled it Jolie.
Well,
Right.
your friend's stupid.
Have you met her husband?
Yeah, he's really stupid.
He's funny.
Yeah, my daddy always said chickens. I don't know. Anyway, so she's from Death Do Us
Till
Till
Death.
Death.
Till
God!
God, you suck.
God!
That's a tough one because it's a
No,
weird name.
it's
No,
not.
Till
It's
death.
Jolie
It's
Fisher.
written right in front of me, Jack. How hard can it be?
I'm trying to give you an out. It's all good to say it is a tough
It's
one. Look at
fine.
that ED thing that he
yeah.
put up there.
It looks like a D,
Don't
doesn't it?
blame
Extra
me on
L
this.
and
you,
till.
You heard a little ass puppet? She can't read.
What
up
was
with
the
ass
first part?
puppet?
You little ass puppet?
No, there was something at the
You
beginning.
heard little ass puppet?
Oh, I
That's
thought you
what
said
he is.
herding.
No,
Hurdling.
You're hurt little ass puppet.
Anyway, she's here to talk about the wedding. You got your tuxes yesterday?
Where did we go?
We went to L's Tuxedo in Sherman Oaks
And he measured us up and
for shorts.
Yeah.
And then he asked us, no joke, do you have all white shoes or loafers and black socks that go up past your calves?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be
We're wearing
hot.
little boy ring bear outfits, and we're going to be ring bears with the little boy.
You're going to be big men in little ring bear outfits?
Yes.
Let me tell you the best part. He measures me and whatever. He gets a Stench. He goes, you're a big one.
He had to put the extender on his tape measure.
Oh, no. All right, so we'll be talking about the wedding that's happening. Monica entering the Dances with Stars thing. We're going to read her entry, which is the cheesy, but she really put a lot into it.
Oh, did
wrong
you
with her?
listen to it? We
Yes.
refused to yesterday. I'm like, tell me tomorrow.
Oh, my God. It's really long. I mean, make a sandwich.
Okay,
But
good.
she's gung ho. She is
really
like
wants
been
to
on
be,
this.
yeah, she wants to be that girl. And Stench, for whatever reason yesterday, you guys, I just have to tell you this, and I know we're running like already 2 minutes late, but Jack and I were in the production room, and Stench comes running in. Did he not?
Yes.
You guys, I know what we can talk about tomorrow. 32 emotional signs he's cheating.
Then he said he had half of them.
And we're like,
Oh, I have the whole list today.
and we're like, how are we going to go through 32 signs?
I wrote them really short. And some of them, really, to be honestly, kind of repeat.
Really?
Yeah.
And where did you get this, and why are you so excited?
Cosmo, dude.
Oh my God. He found a Cosmo and
He
he's
was
like,
so amped.
Eureka!
You go through old Cosmos and you find worthwhile articles that people forget about.
All right, 32 emotional signs he's cheating. All 32 of them this morning.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Say what?
It's hot outside right now, so we're playing Coldplay.
Why would you want to ever say that?
Because I want to make the music a better part of the show,
Oh
man.
my God, here we go. Hey, I just saw Mark and Kim of Mark and Kim.
Oh, how is he?
You saw Mark?
Of Mark and Kim from Mark and Kim.
Wow, but he's usually not in the building till like 6:30.
Yeah, this is early for him, even though he was late, but only like by 5 minutes.
Yeah, and so he just walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, you guys are really funny this morning." And I looked at him with suspicion. I go, "We haven't even done anything."
Didn't we, one break or something?
Yeah, I go, "We haven't even done anything." He goes, "Well, I don't know. I was in my car. My drive is 7 minutes long, and you guys made me chuckle a couple times, and that's pretty good for 7 minutes."
I know
That
what it
is.
was. He was laughing at you. He
I
knows what that
know.
mean lady said to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. And
yeah.
he's like,
You're right.
He probably knows her, you know,
Yeah.
because Mark schmoozes in the building. He probably they get together and he'll talk to her later. Like that was a good one.
Yeah. Y'all have that, and we talked about this with Robert Lyles. Y'all have that kiss ass at work that you're just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, every
know?
office has one.
Yeah, and they just smile. Everybody, it just. Anyway. So I thought I'd tell you that, but what was disturbing is then I came in here after that and I was like, oh, we were all talking, hey, what are we going to talk about today, blah, 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 you know, and then I said, no, you guys, I want to talk about the two-headed baby.
Yeah.
The two-headed baby, because that's darn funny, and
I don't know if it's funny.
it's not, it's creepy.
Yeah.
Let me read it to you.
How do you deliver?
Doctors in Indonesia are unsure whether they can operate on a baby born with two heads. The newborn girl is in stable condition. She was born cesarean section on August 8th
Oh, okay.
in Jakarta. The newborn is an extremely rare form of conjoined twins called a dicephalous blah, blah, blah,
Called
twin.
a two-headed baby.
A child born with two heads, also two spinal columns.
Parent question. As parents, you have the two-headed baby. Now, obviously, one head can't survive on itself. Do you let it live as a two-headed baby, or do you have one head removed?
That's what they're talking about.
I mean, it's a tough call.
Duh, you remove the ugly head and keep the cute one. It's easy.
But you don't. Sometimes ugly babies grow up really cute, and sometimes cute babies grow up
Yeah,
really
you
ugly.
don't know.
So you don't know because
So,
they change
okay,
all the time. You keep it until about 8.
You get every child photo of anyone in your family forever, and you go back and look at who's ugly now and when that baby looks like.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
It
But
would
they
be the best
share multiple internal organs, and so that's what they're saying. They have to maybe remove.
Right.
God!
One head can't live on its own, but then.
But then,
I
is
mean-
there a missing spot on their shoulder?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing too. I bet. I mean, I don't know what their prognosis is, but back in the day, like sideshows. I hate to bring that up, but there were two-headed, like and conjoined twins that survived. So maybe this baby with the extra head could live a full life
That's cool.
and just have 2 heads. And if so, do they have different thoughts and stuff? I mean, would it be 2 separate heads on 2 separate people?
Or are they going to be Olympic soccer players?
Oh, yeah,
2 heads are better than 1.
And
Jack.
who controls the limbs?
that's true. Or can they both?
Yeah, are they 2 brains? You're right. Are they?
Yeah.
Can you pull up the 2-headed baby? I'm sure there's got to be a picture.
They've got to
somewhere.
be. If it's 2 heads, it's 2 brains.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
Right. The baby named, Safari or something by her parents is breathing with the assistance of a machine to ensure that enough oxygen flows from her one heart to the 2 heads.
Did they give her one name?
Yeah, they gave her one name.
I'm sorry, 2-headed baby gets 2 names in my
Yeah.
book. I would give that baby 2 names.
Well, maybe they used the middle name as the second.
Okay. Because I would totally give that kid 2 names.
Currently, the baby's vital organs are functioning normally as in no immediate danger, although... Oh, that's imminent. Yeah. Although doctors are concerned about other complications from her complex condition. Oh, my God, a 2-headed baby. What would you do?
I would keep it. I mean, I would not have the surgery.
You wouldn't have
no.
the head removed?
No. Because also that puts the other head at risk.
But think how much money you would save.
I don't know how else to put it.
It's like having twins, but you don't have to buy 2 of everything.
It's a
Just
2-headed
hats.
baby, though. Yeah. And those beer things,
Right.
the
One
beer
diaper.
visor or whatever,
Right.
And that way you could have 4 beers. That's kind of cool.
But feeding time would be kind of crazy.
Can I say that I can't believe this is a real conversation? I mean,
I
not
mean,
because.
it is a real thing. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I feel like we're joking about something that's not real.
Oh,
But
it's
it-
real.
But it is real. There's really a person, a little baby with 2 heads. How is that possible? Tell me how that happens.
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
happen here because of all the screening and what process we have. Look, it's always kind of a place where the medical technology is not quite as
Yeah,
good.
like Indonesia.
Right.
Yeah, but I got some furniture from there. It's real nice.
Yes, it is.
It's like hand carved.
I got customer service from there, and it wasn't bad either.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Oh, we have pictures of the conjoined twin. Well, no, the baby with 2 heads.
heads.
Oh my God, they're not even conjoined.
Right.
Because it says the newborns, officially called this whatever baby, was formed the same way as Siamese twins, but only has 1 body, 1 set of organs, and 2 arms and 2 legs. Like they're a human, but with 2 heads.
Extra head. And from the picture, it looks like a normal baby with 2 heads. It doesn't look, it's not disfigured or twisted in any
No,
way. It's like
it's
a
not. I mean, the
normal body
body
with
is
2
totally
heads.
normal.
Yeah.
It's like one of those Halloween costumes, like
Right, with
Yeah.
the extra head on.
Wow, what to do? I guess you know what? I'm with you, Jack. As I'm looking at the picture, I don't separate the. I
Yeah,
don't
I just
separate
You
leave
them.
can at that point.
I just keep both their heads.
Right. But you give them 2 names. I'm sorry, you can't have 1 name for a 2-headed baby.
Good thing it doesn't have 3 heads, because then you couldn't breastfeed.
God.
I don't really know if you could breastfeed them at the same time the way their mouths are.
It really depends on
have to
you.
do some
It really
maneuvering.
depends on mom.
Right. Like
Yeah.
if she's a stripper, maybe
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and this,
she can origami her boobies.
and this isn't the United States. Sometimes those boobs don't hold up as well in other
oh,
countries.
Jack, that's mean and hurtful.
I've seen National Geographic.
Wow, I can't believe they have 2-headed babies. That disturbs me.
It is It's
It's
actually
very-
sad to look for the little
It's
kids.
very sad, and honestly it disturbs me. Jack, I don't know if you go through this, but because your wife is pregnant, you think, oh my God, what if ours? I mean, it's not because you saw the sonogram.
Right.
But
Well,
when I
yeah.
was pregnant, I mean, anything like this.
Well,
was
you
just-
don't know if it has 2 heads, but you don't know everything, and you do worry. And it was because I know I thought this
I
after the
hate
first
seeing
one. I
these
was
stories.
score. Everything went perfectly, and she's
Right.
perfect. There's no problems. We're really lucky. Knock on wood. Then you start to worry. The next one comes. You're like, what if our luck is run out?
Right. What if that was our one?
Right.
Yeah, I know. You totally freak out.
You
My
panic
God.
about that.
When's she due?
November.
November. That's
Oh,
coming
it's
up.
coming.
Yeah,
That
it'll be
is-
here before you know.
Ready.
And how's that going, Jack?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
My wife's actually easier to deal with when she's pregnant. Which
I
is hard
find
to
that
believe.
hard to believe.
No,
I find
she's
that
not.
impossible.
She's not nearly as mean, and she gives in a lot quicker to stuff.
She
Oh,
does?
she's
Yeah.
like too tired to fight or
I
something?
think so. Tired and just broken down.
No wonder you keep her knocked up.
Right. It's so
Yeah.
much easier. I told her that. I was like, hey, this is easier. If I could afford all these babies, I'd just keep you pregnant all the time.
Oh, that's sweet, Jack.
Yeah.
But isn't she
Too bad kids are
hormonal?
so expensive.
Isn't she hormonal? I mean, pregnant women are crazy.
I didn't feel like I was ever
Oh,
crazy.
you were nutty.
I was not. I didn't feel like I was nuts, and I didn't feel like I had postpartum.
Oh,
I
no,
did.
You haven't had postpartum.
No,
at
you're
least
doing
around
pretty
us.
good so far
But
after.
you had to be crazy as a pregnant lady because they get so hormonal. They're crazy.
Oh, yeah. My wife will go from one minute she
that was
hates me to
fine.
the next minute, like, I love you so much. I just miss you when you're at work. And I'm like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't.
wait a minute.
She's asleep while I'm at
Yeah.
work. She doesn't miss me.
And you're
Yeah.
the pregnant lady that was like, you would be 1 minute going, I hate this baby. I'm going to get an abortion. You were like 7 months pregnant.
Right.
Then the next minute you'd be like, oh, is that you?
I don't recall.
You would bounce
I
around like a
don't
crazy
recall.
pregnant lady. I totally
I
remember.
don't remember that at all. I don't. I really don't. Hey, other good news that Jack gave us, Stench, if you weren't happy enough about the two-headed baby,
Oh, my God. There's more?
there's another pick-me-up that the Jackster gave us.
This is what I do.
Jack, what do you got?
A 30-year-old man was killed yesterday afternoon when he was sucked into a wood chipper.
Oh, wood chipper!
You know, next to midgets and monkeys, my next favorite thing is people killed by wood chippers.
Guess how he got caught in the wood chipper?
Kicking out a log.
Yeah, it's almost always kicking out a log.
That's
Yeah.
right. Exactly. He tried to shake loose a piece of wood that was jammed with his foot.
Yeah, it's always that way.
Woo.
You think people would learn?
Damn, that's the most brutal death
Ever.
ever.
Especially going feet first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least if you got the arm, odds are
No.
you instantly
Oh,
go.
No.
But
God.
feet first, you
Yeah.
probably
What
aren't
is
technically
wrong,
dead until you get to your
Ted?
By
waist.
the way, does your head stick like a log?
Yeah, and who kicks that out?
Yeah, I'm not kicking
Oh
it
my
out.
God! Can we stop today? Would we stop? God, I'm disturbed. The man was using his foot to clear debris
And it sucked him through feet first.
Yep.
that had jammed the wood chipper around 5:20 p.m. yesterday when his foot became entangled in the machine. His co-workers tried to rescue him from the intake, but he was pulled into and through the wood chipper.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now, that's
So
the people
your
I feel
buddies
sorry
just
for.
slowed you down.
The people have to work with that and see that. Imagine you had to witness a man wood chipped. You're probably never
Yeah.
the same.
Hey, and you guys do me the favor. If we're ever at work and I get stuck in a wood chipper, go ahead and let me go. Don't hold my arms and try to slow my death. Because it's done. You're
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Who do you know who's been saved from a wood
over. Yeah,
chipper?
no one.
Oh,
Let
don't
him
they
go.
have a shut-off valve?
Yeah, you think there'd be some
You
kind of
think so?
emergency thing?
Yeah, rather than pulling them, you'd hit
But
the
you'd
emergency shut off.
Also, think after all of these years and all these stories, you would stop kicking your
Your-
foot.
You know
Flip
what it
through.
is? I'll bet if you use those, you probably use it every day, and he's probably done it dozens of times. No big deal.
Although my dad always smoked while I put gas in the car.
See?
Yeah,
and
I've
Bubs
seen it.
hasn't burned up
No,
yet.
that's his thing. You know, like I think people do like crazy things that they know. Absolutely. Like for example, I sleep with the baby,
Yeah.
and I know people have suffocated their
Right.
babies, but I always put them right in the crack of my arm, and I feel like I won't roll that way, but I could.
It's the it won't happen
If
to
you
me
were
syndrome.
drunk-
Yeah.
Everybody has that. You
Yeah, I
always,
guess if I was drunk, I'd totally
That's
roll
what they
over.
do. It's the drunks that roll over on babies.
But
You're fine.
yeah, but still, I think like sober people probably roll over.
Yeah,
on their
I
kids.
think
No, drunks are high people or people medicated trying to go to sleep.
I think it happens to all kinds of people.
I
Well, I
don't-
will say when I put him in the crack of my arm, I'm hypersensitive to him. So even
Oh,
if
yeah.
he like goes, I wake up.
I've
Yeah.
done it before too, and you don't really sleep. I was always half asleep.
Yeah.
You're so panicked.
But that's my point. Is like even though we've read all these stories, why do we continue to do these things that we know will kill?
Won't happen to me.
Yeah.
Is that
it's the won't
mentality?
happen to me until you're the guy going through the wood
That's
chipper.
true. And I'll
you
still
know?
get on my motorcycle. Like if I'm working on my motorcycle or whatever, I'll still do a couple hot laps down the street with no helmet on at 100. It's just
Crazy.
it's insane.
But Jack's right. It's the whole thing. It
It's
won't,
the won't
happen
happen to me. I'll be fine.
Wood chipper. That's wow.
Yeah, we do really stupid things, and that's how we get killed.
God, and you guys are right. Like if you watch that,
Oh my god, yeah, that's a bad.
God, I
day.
don't even want to make this
Stop.
gross, but like, can you see on movies when people get shot or whatever, the mess that it makes? Imagine a wood chipper.
Luckily, it's all going into that truck, so you know it's not. Like
Oh,
wait, Jackie, what's us to imagine a wood chipper?
imagine the
Okay.
spray.
we're
of
out
person
in a field, just a little sweaty,
Wait,
cutting up a tree.
but I have a thing. It depends. The fat guy wood chipped as opposed to the skinny guy wood chipped.
That guy, I think, would jam it.
No, I think it's easier. I don't think it matters because I think the only thing that would jam it is bone anyway, so I don't think it matters how fat you are.
Oh, my God.
What do you think? Give us a call. We haven't done our first
It's
calls
like
of the
being
day
paper
yet.
shredded.
Hey, tell Mark, when he was laughing earlier, tell him what we're talking about now. Jesus. 1-800-STAR-987.
Jamie Jack. 1-800-STAR-987. Coming up. Now, Sam Rubin's entertainment report on the Jamie Jack and Stench Show.
KTLA superstar of the world, it's Sam Rubin. Hi, Sam.
Yes, I thought Monday's report was excellent with the Dancing with the Stars scoop. Tuesday, also red hot. Today, not so much. But first of all, producer Monica, a little blue.
Why? What'd she do?
I don't know. She just, before I talk to you guys, I always, call her.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes we care and sometimes we don't.
And I guess right now,
Not so much.
I know why it is though, because we've shot down her dreams of being on Dancing with the
She wants
Stars.
to be on Dancing with the Stars.
they were looking for like a quote unquote real person to join the whole crew.
Right.
Yes, Sam, we know we
Not
did that
to
show
name
yesterday.
drop, yesterday at the 3rd Street Promenade, who spent some time with Dancing with the Stars host Tom Bergeron. Oh, that would be me.
Sorry.
And no, but kind of interesting. This is always like, there were no questions
that
there.
was a question.
That was- you asked us who.
Spent some time with them.
I asked it, but I answered
And
it.
by the way, Sam, I left that alone, and Stench was the one going, ring the bell,
I was
ring
reaching
the
for
bell.
the bell.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think, and I'm not paranoid, but that there are 3 bells.
Yeah.
And you're each there with your hand ready to go.
Hey, did you know that Tom Bergeron likes to smell women's shoes?
Okay.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
decided that
Foot
yesterday.
fetish Tom.
Yeah, we just totally decided, made it up, and we decided.
Well, no, but here what was kind of interesting, just truly running into him, just each of us doing back-to-school shopping with our daughters.
Oh.
And I was saying, what about this one and that one? And, again, you'd figure he'd know, and really nice guy. He's like, yeah, I had to look up some of these people. Like, he didn't know who Sarah Evans was, didn't know who Willa Ford was.
Yeah,
I don't blame him. I didn't know who a lot of those people
I
were
didn't
either.
either.
I'm a little shocked he would tell you, Sam.
Okay.
No,
Well, people really open up around number 2 pencils.
yes, exactly right. When you're getting some erasers, everyone tells all.
I saw on the website, and I never heard Sam talk about it, and I've heard no one talk about it, but Chris Jericho's one of the people. He's
No,
like
Chris Jericho. Oh, you see, this is.
he was on
Don't let a
on
professional
sheet.
do what I do.
He was on
Chris
the
Jericho's
sheet.
doing celebrity duets, the singing show.
Dumbass.
Yeah,
swear.
jeez. Can I now? Do I need a ding now?
It's not a mistake bell. That's a question bell.
And
So
speaking of
I don't care about Dancing with the Stars then, because Jericho's a wrestler, and I think that's cool.
well, speaking of celebrity duets, one thing that's sort of interesting is a Fox executive promises that among this group, and it includes Chris Jericho, the queer-eyed guy Jay, Leah Thompson, Cheech Marin, Carlton from Fresh Prince,
That's it.
and Lucy Lawless. This Fox exec who spoke out said none of them are like lead balloon. They're not going to put anybody on who's like fingernails against a chalkboard. They can all carry a
That's
tune.
Like
terrific.
Roseanne.
I was just getting Jack. You just took my words. That is terrific, Sam.
Yeah.
No, they can all sing. I've seen Alfonso sing the national anthem at a Clipper game
Why are
before.
you so excited about this one?
I like duets.
Jesus.
Dancing with the Stars, which was my favorite show, I'm not so into this season.
Well, we'll
Anyway,
have to see.
Go on.
Anyway, Tom in town until November, not getting back to the home in Connecticut. Just if you wanted to know.
Nice. I saw Roger Lodge at Target yesterday.
Did you really? Was he working there, or was he actually
No,
shopping?
he was just walking around.
No, I tell you what, I bring that up, and maybe
Wow.
I don't know who's been in this situation. Maybe Jamie has, where that show,
What?
where you're making a ton of money one week and then you're not making anything the next.
Oh, yeah. I don't
And-
know why you've asked me if I've been in that situation, but I have.
Okay.
And soon might be.
Hey, me too.
Oh, my God.
Just figured.
In about a year.
Oh, not worried. In any event, Roger, Blind Date, which I think he had a piece of in addition, so now they're not doing it anymore, so that's why.
Oh,
sad.
All right, yeah. Anyway, Sam, anything?
Yeah,
else?
not really. Except, have you done this whole MySpace split between Shauna and Travis?
Yeah.
Oh, are they doing a thing on MySpace?
Well, what they've done is that these were the MTV people, the Barkers, and they've now divorced, and they're accusing each other of bad parenting and partying and all this kind of crazy stuff. But they each have their own MySpace page, and they were like ripping each other in their individual MySpace pages. And then Travis has this new thing, which is like if you have, crystally music. Today's a new day. My hotel is still here. The sun's out.
Oh, you wanted that
Yeah,
music.
he
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, here we go.
Okay, let's try it again.
There we go.
That's good,
Yeah,
Jack. Very
yeah.
good.
No, that was Jamie. Go
It
ahead.
was all
Sorry.
me. It was all
Today
me.
is
I
a
don't
new
even get
day.
credit for
I know.
My hotel is still here. Thanks, Jamie. The sun's out. My Cadillac has a full tank of gas, and the city is pulsing. The amount of emails and supports I received from you guys, letter U, was crazy with a K. I'm moving on, moving up, and life is what I make of it.
Wow.
Wow, he got all gay.
He got all.
There's that. Wow.
I hadn't thought about
Travis,
that.
deep.
There's
Yeah.
that too. And
Yeah.
then Shauna is doing Dancing with the Stars to bring everything full circle, and Travis says he found out about it when their real estate agent told him.
Oh, they're not real close, huh,
Yeah.
Sam?
Yeah.
You know you're in trouble when your realtor.
And we thought it'd last forever, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, my
really.
God. And also, by the way, we know that Michael Bolton and Nicolette Sheridan are apparently calling off their engagement.
Oh, get out
Oh.
of here.
Yeah,
Why
it's
didn't
out
you
there.
know that, Sam?
How do we know? I knew that they were sort of estranged.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
They're sort of estranged and sort of breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did Lindsay Lohan make up to all the cast and? Oh God. It's very inhibiting sometimes.
That was a fair bell, Sam.
So-
You can't get.
Sometimes it's liberating, and sometimes it's inhibiting.
1 point, Jamie.
What was the question?
Lindsay Lohan decided to make up to cast and crew of this movie, Georgia Rules, where she cheesed everybody off by showing up late. So she brought 500 cupcakes to the set.
Oh, that's nice.
I'd be friends with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the cupcake place in Beverly Hills.
I wonder if it was that
Delight,
company. There's
or
now
what
a
is it
new
called?
rival cupcake place in Brentwood.
I forgot the name of the cupcake.
It's Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
Sam.
Sprinkles.
And then I thought there was sort of a, I don't
What's
know.
the rival's name?
Yeah.
The rival's name?
Of
The rival's name is called Susie Q in Brentwood. But I haven't gone there yet. I've just driven.
Rip-off.
I
I've
can
just
like
driven
her.
past it.
Wow.
Okay, now Lindsay Lohan news. This is gonna make me sound really gay, but I'll tell you anyways.
Uh-huh.
I saw pictures of her yesterday with really, really bad shoes on. She had on jean shorts. She had on a sweatshirt, and she had on these things that looked like they were gold, like shiny gold, and they looked like gay homo Peter Pan boots. Only they had then been chopped into sandals.
Do you have scissors over there?
Now, Stench, is
I
this,
poke my
is
eye
this
out.
while you were reading The Advocate on the way to the gym in West
I'm
Hollywood,
gonna
or what?
show you the picture.
Sam, what
It's
do I
the
do with
worst
this
shoes,
knowledge?
The worst shoes ever that girl wearing.
You know what it is you don't sound gay when you tell us those stories. You sound fat. Because
And
I'll tell you
sad.
why. Yeah, fat and sad because it means that you're
They're
just
there.
sitting on the couch, looking at the tabloids, and eating.
On the computer, typing, burning calories.
She does have those squishy boots. I don't know if you remember from the 80s. They're like scrunch boots, but they're gold
But then
lame.
they're chopped into sandals.
Yeah.
After the ankle, they're a sandal. They're the ugliest shoes I've ever seen.
You know, you guys do Therapy Thursday. How about Footwear Friday?
Ooh,
Nice.
Tom
Yeah,
Bergeron.
no, that's okay, but thanks for the
Yeah, the tip.
Yeah, all right. All right, Sam, that it?
You know what?
Lads.
It was not as bad as I thought, but not good.
Yeah. Good.
It might have been us, so
Yeah,
don't even. No.
frankly.
Yeah, it really. I think this time I'm going to go ahead and say it was us, Sam. It was not you. I'm going to
Thank
take
you.
it and say we.
I appreciate you owning it.
We
Yeah.
interrupted too much.
That's all right.
We
I don't
belled
mind.
you too much. You know, we just
Yeah.
we. It
Oh,
was
are you
us.
getting consulted on me now?
Not yet.
Yeah,
hope not.
yeah.
Not
Oh.
yet.
Can I go to those meetings? I'd love to.
No.
Okay.
Isn't it just funny when somebody comes to LA after we all been here for a really long time and they know everything we're supposed to do?
Yeah.
But yet it took them this long to get here?
Yeah. Consultants that are telling you how to do a job they don't have.
I think Sam knows what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh, I love it. Again, the best consulting I ever had is, and it is not applicable to radio, but on TV they say, you can insult somebody if you touch them.
Right, right.
Yes.
So it's like
Then a
you're brushing
smile
somebody's
and then
shoulder.
a
You're
snap.
really a witch, but as long
Yes.
as you touch them, it's
But
fine.
I like you.
But I like you.
All right, Sam, have a great
All
day.
right,
We'll
you
talk
guys
to you
too.
later. All
See ya.
right,
Bye.
Sam.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Hey,
Okay.
by the way, today on the big show, what have we covered thus far? Let me tell you, a butchered Sam Rubin report.
Yeah, we did kill Sam.
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
always fun.
We also covered two-headed babies.
Right.
That was fun and informative. And my gosh, wood chipping accidents.
Right.
So, usually we take our first calls of the day, and sometimes we don't know what sticks, but you'll be shocked to know that wood chipping accidents
Yay!
are what the people are calling about. So we're ready for our first call of the
The
day.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench first call of the day.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
What does he say right there at the beginning? You're new?
Right.
Crazy cracker. Oh, no, crazy cracker.
By the way, my wife's desperately trying to change that.
What, she doesn't
She's like,
think...
no more crazy crackers. It's crazy popcorn.
That's not even close.
Crazy. She wants it because she's saying crazy cracker as in crazy cracker, like, hey, crazy white people. So she thinks if she says crazy popcorn, it's not offensive to anyone.
Well, like crazy mapper. Or something like that, like
She's
tracker.
trying to get her to say crazy cookies, crazy popcorn, crazy anything but cracker.
I think it's adorable.
Yeah, I do too.
It's warm and fuzzy. Here's a man by the name of Mike. Hello,
Hi,
Mike. You're the
Mike.
first caller today.
Yay!
Stench, tell what you won.
Mike, you've won a $100 gift card to enjoy Starbucks iced coffee. Congratulations.
Oh, my God. Thank y'all very much.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome. Now, what were you calling about?
Okay, I got an uncle by the name of Jim, likes to drink. And when I was a younger kid, probably a freshman in high school or something like that, my brother and I were over at his house helping him cut down a big tree in his backyard. And with a fifth of whiskey in one hand and a cigarette in the other, he's trying to kick these branches down into the wood chipper.
Yeah, I like Uncle Jim.
Lost his balance, and y'all were making a comment earlier about how fat people can't fit in a wood chipper. Well,
Yeah.
if his leg would have been any thinner, I'm sure he'd have gone through it, but it cut his leg off up halfway, probably about halfway between his ankle and knee.
So, you witnessed this?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do you eat stew anymore?
Oh, Jack, people are
Okay, with just the
puking
foot
in their car.
Just the foot going through. Was it a big mess on the other
Okay,
side?
go
I
into
need to
the
know.
details.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I
honestly,
don't need to know.
he didn't scream or anything. He was so drunk he didn't realize he had lost his foot until he sobered up in a hospital. And but that's what caught my attention because my brother Bill was raking up this stuff on the other side of it, and then he's sitting there covered in Uncle Jim.
Oh,
And,
nice.
I don't know. Maybe that's why my brother and I joined the Marine Corps or
He
something.
was
But
covered in Uncle Jim.
Now, see, that's what I needed to know.
Today is the day I will remember that for the rest of my life.
That's what I needed to know, Mike.
He was covered in Uncle Jim.
and I think the worst part is I just recently
It's worse.
turned 21, so I was sitting in a bar with him, and I caught him telling a bunch of people he lost it in Vietnam.
Oh, that's not the worst part. That's awesome. Wow. Hey, Mike,
Yes, ma'am.
does it affect you to this day? Like when you see a wood chipper, do you think of Uncle Jim's foot?
I do, but I stay the hell away from him.
Yeah.
Good call.
Which one,
I-
Uncle Jim or?
Yeah.
Oh, every time I see a wood chipper, I stay clear, but I laugh. I mean, I laugh every time I see one.
Now, Stench said, please don't help me if I'm being sucked into a wood chipper because you're only going to prolong the pain and the death.
Shut it off. Don't try to pull me out by my arms.
How did you guys get Uncle Jim out?
Just shut it off. I mean, it was a small hopper, so his leg was caught in it right at the groin area. So, I mean, if I'd have been a little older and wiser, I probably would have tried to have pushed Uncle Jim through the wood chipper.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, well, Mike, hold on the line because we're going to get you that Starbucks gift certificate, okay?
All righty.
All right,
Thanks,
thank you, Mike.
I like Mike.
See, that was fun and informative.
First-hand knowledge.
He was covered in Uncle
Uncle
Jim.
Jim.
Wow. That ruled.
Here's another guy by the name of Mike. Seems to be a
Mike!
popular name.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, well, a couple months ago, a guy in my office was using one of those industrial paper shredders,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and he's like 2 cubicles down from me, so I didn't really see it, but I kind of heard, and I saw the aftermath, and his hand got caught in it, and I didn't even think that was possible because
Well, yeah, because at work you'd think that they do every safety thing where an employee couldn't get their hand caught
Right.
in
Unless he had a
well,
good
yeah,
one.
I guess he wasn't paying attention. He was looking at porn or something. I don't know.
it.
But yeah, his fingers got all caught except for his thumb. His thumb's still there, but got caught in it and got up to the knuckle.
Oh, crap.
What is today's show really about, friends?
Well, it's about wood chippers, but a shredder's like a little wood chipper.
Yeah, it's like a mini wood chipper. That's a good
But
a good office injury
I
right
feel
there.
nauseated. Does anybody feel... Do you guys feel
See,
nauseated?
I feel
A little
informed.
bit?
Yeah, I feel informed too, and I
See,
know.
you guys are men. The girls, Monica and Brittany, feel a little nauseated.
I could see that.
That might have concluded this portion of wood chipping.
Oh, you don't want to play wood chip
I think
chip
I'm
anymore?
gonna call it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
How many bodies would a wood chipper chip if a wood chip could
I
chip bodies?
think I'm feeling a little queasy, just a little bit.
Okay.
Mary, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the most disgusting show ever.
And
Sorry.
it's not going to get any better.
Oh, why? What do you got?
When I was listening to you guys talking about mothers rolling over on babies.
Well, okay, no, this is what we're talking about. We were talking about why do people continue to do things that they know are dangerous? For example, kicking limbs into a wood chipper when they know that it can, suck you in
Like
and kill you.
every 2 or 3 months, we get a
Right.
story about that.
My dad smoked a pipe while he would fill up our gas tank. Nothing ever happened to him, but he's
Yeah.
like, it didn't happen.
yet.
I know that's really bad. I sleep sometimes with the baby in the pit of my arm,
And I did too. I slept with my kids like that for as long as they could, when they were a year, 2 years old. And I'm an ER nurse, and I saw it firsthand. It was a first-time mother. It happened on Father's Day, and it was a family of like 20 people living in a one-bedroom apartment. They didn't have a crib or anything for the baby, and the mother rolled over on the baby, and
she wasn't drunk or medicated?
nothing. They didn't charge her with anything because it was such a tragedy, and she didn't do anything purposely to hurt that baby. She
Wow,
was
you're
sober.
a buzzkill.
Oh, like it was so
Wood
entertaining
chip
hold
was
on.
fun.
Uncle
No.
Jim was kind
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah,
No,
dead
but you know
baby's
what
not
she's
fun.
doing? No, she's providing a public service.
It is true.
So
Don't
did the
sleep.
mics.
Yeah.
Stay out of wood chippers.
They didn't.
Stay out of wood
They
chippers and
didn't
don't
offer
sleep with your
anything.
baby.
Mary is offering knowledge.
How old was this baby, Mary?
The baby was only a couple of weeks old, and it was their first child. It happened on Father's Day, and you could just see the devastation in the
See,
parents.
that's proving you never think it'll happen to you.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so there.
Yeah,
See,
because I was an EMT before, and I knew not to do it, and I still did it.
yeah. I
And
know.
you
Won't happen to
you
you.
always think it's not going to happen to you. So
Man.
think about that, Jamie, before you lie down with the baby.
Yeah,
Think
Jamie.
about that, Jamie.
God, what is
Probably
wrong?
because she directed it at you. I thought it was kind of funny.
All right, here's the deal. We're going to separate ourselves from wood chipping and dead babies, and we're going to come back with a woman, Maria, actually. Maria, you saw Jesus in your bracelet?
Yeah.
All right.
Can we put it on eBay?
Yeah.
Maria,
Hold on.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.